I've been working in journalism for about 20 years for both national Israeli newspapers and US-based newspapers. I worked for the Wall Street Journal and a bunch of others. I was a reporter, an investigative reporter, an editor, editor-in-chief, executive editor. And in my last role, I was senior vice president of product at Israel's biggest newspaper. And I founded Alchemiq at the end of 2023. There's always chasm between what local audiences get and what international audiences get in terms of the narrative, in terms of the facts, in terms of how a story is told.
You're never going to see sponsored programming here. This is the real deal. AI is a tool and ethics it's a human input to a tool. And it seems that you have really thought through and programmed in the ethics of writing a story that cites the sources, doesn't plagiarize. It's like the war for clicks. And what if that journalist was freed up to go report on something that hadn't already been written 100 times?
So, for instance, there was an Alchemiq produced story this morning about a lady in Korea who decided to open the emergency door in the Air Seoul flight she was taking. And the editor in the news publication says, I can't find it on Google News. And I said, obviously you can't, because it was only published in Korean. One of the things that surprised me is that every time we start working with a new publisher, the editors would be super hesitant and they'd say, it's AI produced and why should I trust it? And then they try it out. And after a week, they'd come back and say, the stories produced by Alchemiq actually perform so well. I think it's time for many different industries, including journalism, to take an introspective look and say, where did we go wrong? If it's even possible, and how to move forward. And it has to do with work practices, also has to do with like where we want to be. If we think the world sucks today, what's our role in making it that way and how we can change that?